Patriots fans, welcome back. Today we are diving headfirst into what might be the most anticipated matchup of the season so far. The New England Patriots taking on the Buffalo Bills. And let me tell you, this is not just another Sunday in the NFL. This is the first real test for this Patriots team, and for so many reasons, it's huge. The first 4 weeks of the season were kind of a warm-up. You went up against the Raiders, the Dolphins, the Steelers, and the Panthers. None of those games were pushovers, but looking at the team's current form, it's fair to say the real fire test hadn't come yet. Now, stepping onto the field against a team that's been in the AFC Championship multiple times in the last 5 seasons, a team that knows how to compete at the highest level, this is the moment that truly shows whether the Patriots can hang with the elite. Buffalo comes in with a 4-0 record, and it's not just luck or coincidence. They've been dominating games, and that point differential is a massive plus 43. Every game, except for that Week 1 thriller against Baltimore, has been a clear, controlled victory. That kind of consistency is what separates good teams from great teams. Now, let's talk about the quarterbacks, because this is where the story gets really interesting. Drake May is beginning to look like a quarterback with the kind of poise and arm talent that can make a team dangerous week in and week out. And if you start comparing him to Josh Allen, the comparison becomes even more intriguing. Statistically, they're almost mirrors of each other in several key areas. Average time to throw is nearly identical. Average depth of target is close. Completion percentage slightly favors May. Yards per attempt are the same, and even third down conversions and passer ratings are extremely close. The difference is experience and accolades. Allen has already proven himself as an MVP, but May is growing into that same mold. He's got the tools, the athleticism, and the vision to develop into that kind of quarterback. What makes this matchup exciting is seeing how May handles the pressure of a primetime test against a top-tier defense. The Bills' offense is loaded. They're second in the NFL in points per game. They've got an elite running game led by James Cook, and Allen himself is one of the most versatile threats in the league. He can create plays out of nothing, whether it's with his arm or his legs. That dual threat ability makes him incredibly hard to contain, and it puts a huge emphasis on the Patriots' defensive game plan. New England has some weapons in their secondary, with Christian Gonzalez back and possibly Galani to be eligible to return. These additions are crucial because the Patriots will need every defensive advantage they can get to slow down Allen and the Bills' passing game. You're not just defending receivers. You're defending an entire system built around an MVP quarterback who can punish you in multiple ways if you make even a small mistake. On the other side, the Patriots have shown flashes of brilliance. Drake May has been using his legs more than anyone expected, and it's paying off. Designed runs, scrambles under pressure, and smart improvisation have become part of his game. Against Miami, he outran one of the top pass rushers in the league. Against Pittsburgh, he showed the ability to extend plays and find the end zone on his own. This mobility will be key against Buffalo because you can't just drop back and try to make conventional throws. You have to be creative, use your athleticism, and take calculated risks without giving away the ball. Turnovers are a killer against a team like Buffalo, and the Patriots have struggled with that in the past. One careless interception or fumble could swing the game completely. Protecting the football has to be non-negotiable. Every player on offense must understand the stakes. The margin for error is razor thin. Now, let's look at matchups in more detail, because the dynamics here are fascinating. The Bills have a passing defense that ranks high in efficiency. They're holding opponents to low yardage and keeping pressure minimal, which allows Allen to sit back and dissect defenses. That means the Patriots' offensive line and defensive pressure schemes will need to be perfect. Any breakdown could lead to a massive gain. Conversely, the Patriots' defense needs to focus on containing Allen, not necessarily stopping him completely, because that's almost impossible, but forcing him to make tougher throws and keeping him from using his legs effectively. Allen has been unstoppable at times, scoring both through the air and on the ground, and the Patriots must plan meticulously to limit his impact. They need disciplined pursuit, consistent coverage, and an awareness that any lapse could be the difference between a close game and a blowout. The stakes for the Patriots are high. This game isn't just about maintaining a winning record. It's about proving that the team has what it takes to compete with the best in the AFC. It's about testing the strategies, the coaching decisions, and the young quarterback's growth under pressure. Mike Frabel, Josh McDaniels, and Drake May are all under the microscope. How the team handles adversity, injury substitutions, and high-pressure scenarios will define not just this season, but the trajectory of the team for years to come. Injuries are part of the game, and managing them effectively is always a test. The Bills have a few key players uncertain to play, and the Patriots have their own injury considerations. But beyond that, it's about preparation, execution, and mental toughness. Can the Patriots stay disciplined, use their strengths, and exploit even the smallest weaknesses in Buffalo's game plan? That's what will determine the outcome. Special teams can also be a decisive factor. The Patriots have shown explosive playmaking ability with Marcus Jones, capable of turning a punt into a game-changing moment. Keeping track of every opportunity, whether on offense, defense, or special teams, will be vital. Small details, like how punts are handled or how coverage units operate, could create moments that swing momentum. That attention to detail has always been a hallmark of successful teams, and in a game this tight, those marginal gains could be the difference. Ultimately, this matchup is more than just a regular season game. It's a showcase of talent, strategy, and the mental toughness of the Patriots. Drake May is emerging as a quarterback who can command attention and create plays in every phase of the game. The Bills are a tested, disciplined, and high-powered team with an MVP at the helm. The contrast between a rising star and an established superstar, combined with the tactical chess match between coaches, sets the stage for one of the most exciting games of the season. Fans should expect a back-and-forth battle where execution, creativity, and resilience are tested to the max. And as we move into primetime Sunday night, every play, every decision, and every mistake matters because the margin between victory and defeat is razor thin, and the Patriots have the chance to prove that they belong among the elite teams in the league. As we dig deeper into this matchup, the spotlight turns sharply towards strategy and execution, because that is where the Patriots can make their mark against a team as disciplined and dangerous as the Bills. The first key, without a doubt, revolves around Drake May's ability to use his legs. This isn't just about scrambling under pressure. It's about integrating designed runs and improvisational plays into the game plan. May has already shown he can extend plays when the pocket collapses, and he has the athleticism to exploit openings in a defense that might otherwise seem impenetrable. Against Miami and Pittsburgh, we've seen him take off on critical downs, outrunning elite pass rushers and turning what seemed like negative plays into first downs and touchdowns. Those skills will be put to the ultimate test against a Buffalo defensive line that is fast, smart, and aggressive. They'll be coming after him, and it's not just about avoiding sacks. It's about turning potential pressure into offensive momentum. If the Patriots can consistently get May moving and create running opportunities, they will not only keep the chains moving, but also force Buffalo's defense to play honest football, which could open up passing lanes and misalignments for receivers. Containment of Josh Allen is the obvious counterpoint. Allen is a living, breathing highlight reel, and trying to stop him entirely is a fool's errand. What the Patriots need to do is minimize his impact. That means disciplined assignments, QB spies, and consistent pressure from the defensive front. Allen excels because he can read defenses in a split second and exploit gaps with either his arm or his legs. His running ability is as lethal as his passing, so every defensive player has to operate with an awareness of where Allen is at all times. Even the smallest lapse, a miscontainment, a gap left open, can turn into a 15 to 20-yard scramble that shifts momentum in Buffalo's favor. The Patriots cannot allow Allen to dictate the game with improvisational runs, and that means players like Christian Gonzalez and key linebackers must communicate and react instantly on every single snap. It's a mental chess match as much as a physical one, because Allen has the experience to bait defenders into overcommitting. Turnover management is another area where the Patriots must execute flawlessly. In previous games, the team has struggled with ball security, and against a team like Buffalo, that's an unthinkable risk. Any fumble or interception can instantly turn the tide, and with Allen's ability to capitalize on mistakes, a single turnover could snowball into a game-changing sequence. Protecting the football isn't just a principle. It's a survival tactic in this matchup. Every offensive player has to hold on to the ball as if the season depends on it, because in this particular game, it literally does. The team's pass turnover margin has been a glaring weakness, and the Bills excel at creating and exploiting mistakes. Eliminating turnovers will require focus, discipline, and a clear understanding of situational football, because one careless decision could erase all the hard work put in over 4 quarters. The running game for the Patriots also cannot be underestimated. Trayvon Henderson and Arandra Stevenson will need to step up, not only to relieve pressure on May, but also to control the clock and maintain possession. Winning on the ground will be a critical element, especially given Buffalo's elite defensive front. Controlling tempo, sustaining drives, and converting third downs with short yardage plays will force the Bills to stay honest and keep their defense from stacking the box against the quarterback. The balance between the run and pass is delicate, but it will be essential for opening up the field for May to execute design plays. The offensive line's performance here is critical. They need to maintain gaps, create lanes, and prevent penetration, because if the Bills' defensive ends or linebackers consistently collapse the pocket, May's improvisational skills alone might not be enough to overcome sustained pressure. Special teams will also play a pivotal role. The Patriots have already shown explosive potential with Marcus Jones, and any opportunity to flip field position or create scoring chances on returns must be fully leveraged. Even minor adjustments in punting, coverage, or field placement could have cascading effects throughout the game. Backup players may be required to step in due to injuries, and these small shifts in personnel will be crucial. A single miscue on special teams could create the kind of momentum swing that affects confidence and rhythm. So attention to detail here is just as important as on offense or defense. The mental aspect of this game cannot be overstated. This matchup is high-profile, prime-time, and divisional, which means the atmosphere will be intense. The Bills have a history of playoff-level competitiveness, and their home crowd is always energized. For the Patriots, this means maintaining composure under noise, pressure, and the expectations of fans and analysts alike. Drake May, in particular, must play free, make calculated decisions, and avoid being intimidated by the stage. Confidence, rhythm, and trust in the system are as vital as arm strength or agility. The ability to execute under pressure will define the trajectory of the game. This is also the last Patriots-Bills game at the old Highmark Stadium, adding emotional stakes. The rivalry is historic, and the narrative of the Patriots having dominated for decades adds another layer of motivation. The Bills will bring intensity, but the Patriots can channel that energy into focus and execution. Playing free means trusting your training, your teammates, and your preparation. Overthinking or succumbing to the hype could lead to mistakes, but a clear, disciplined approach can turn pressure into opportunity. Every play counts, from the first snap to the final whistle, and the team must operate as a cohesive unit. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The NFL world is buzzing tonight with what could be the most shocking trade rumor of the season. Sources close to the league suggest that star wide receiver TYREEK Hill might be on the move, and not just anywhere, but to the New England Patriots in a deal that could shake the very foundations of the AFC. The whispers started circulating on social media earlier today, sparking feverish speculation from fans and analysts alike, and although nothing has been officially confirmed, the mere possibility has already sent shockwaves through the league. Hill, known for his blistering speed and game-changing ability, has been a dominant force since entering the league. His potential arrival in Foxborough would mark a dramatic turning point for the Patriots, who have been searching for a true offensive weapon capable of stretching defenses and opening up the field for their quarterback. Sources suggest that the deal could involve multiple draft picks, and perhaps even a player swap, but the details remain murky. What's clear, however, is that Hill's choice to join New England, if true, signals a bold statement by a franchise eager to recapture its former dominance. Fans on social media are already imagining what a Hill-Patriots partnership could look like. Analysts are drawing comparisons to some of the most electrifying duos in recent NFL history, noting that Hill's ability to turn a short pass into a touchdown could completely redefine New England's offensive identity. Meanwhile, critics wonder whether the Patriots' current roster and quarterback situation can fully leverage Hill's exceptional talents. One thing is certain. If the trade goes through, it would instantly make New England one of the most talked-about teams in the league. Despite the frenzy, insiders caution that trades of this magnitude rarely happen overnight. Negotiations could stall, and the final deal might look very different from today's rumors. Yet the idea alone has already sparked intense debate. Can the Patriots turn a single acquisition into a legitimate Super Bowl contender? Or is this just another example of off-season hype spiraling out of control? Either way, TYREEK Hill to New England is a story that is dominating headlines and fueling speculation like nothing else in recent memory. Fans and pundits alike are now left on edge, eagerly awaiting the official confirmation that could turn rumor into reality. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.